wrong with you?
Get back!
We're not doing anything! Keep it good! Keep moving! Keep moving!
Dude, come on, man. Chill the fuck out, bro. I'm pressed. You see that, right? This motherfucker right here. Indiscriminately, he got totally soaked my camera. I'm totally soaked with pepper spray right now. I'm pressed. I got credentials. I'm on the sidewalk right now. I'm legal to be here. We're not in the kettle. We're not in the mass arrest. We're in a legal place right now. Cops literally just bum rushed everybody. I was watching, observing the people being mass arrested. 94 is right over there. That's where the mass arrests are. This is peaceful here. Cops literally just rushed into people. That's when I went live here. I wasn't planning on going live. I didn't think this was going to happen. A little drenched in their spray right now, but so we are in downtown Minneapolis. I-94 is just over the fence here. There's mass arrests happening. These are bystanders that have been watching for hours peacefully. The cops just rushed in. We were just chilling here for the last 2 hours, doing nothing. Cops were just started pepper spraying people.
Fat fucking piece of shit. You just made some shit lie.
That guy fucking assaulted me. You assaulted me, you motherfucker.
We're on the sidewalk still. We're on the sidewalk. Oh, we can't stand on the sidewalk anymore either. Where can we stand?
Get back! Get back!
No, get back! Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back! Get back!
Hey, bro, time to go. Time to go. Hey, get your hands off me, bro. Why? Why? I'm legally on the sidewalk, dude.
I got a video shooting someone's pink leg with a tear gas canister. Hey, bro. Keep moving. Hey, come on.
Keep moving! Get out of here!
I'm done, dude.
Moving!
You're a fucking
Keep moving!
Come back. You're pointing guns. You're gonna be
Again.
Fuck you!
That guy's been very aggressive with the pepper spray the whole time.
That guy with the bike assaulted me.
I saw him.
He assaulted this person too.
Keep walking. You're doing good, bro.
I need help in here.
So we're gonna keep moving on the sidewalk. Hey, let's go!
Are y'all gonna check the cop who literally assaulted me when I was standing there like this? Because that's what I would like to know. I know my rights. I feel calm. I don't have any.
What is that supposed to mean, sir? When you say the horses are coming, what are you trying to say? Are people going to get trampled? You want people to get trampled? Why? What is the... I'm pressed. I'm serving on the sidewalk. Why do I have to move?
Can I talk to for real? The guy behind you. Listen, I'm asking you as a woman. The guy behind you.
The officer is saying the horses are coming. That's all he said. I asked what he meant. Said to clear people out. So they're threatening to trample people with horses right here on the sidewalk. Mass arrests were happening on I-94 just across. People were observing peacefully here for hours. The cops rushed across the road and just started pepper spraying and clearing people out that were observing here for no reason.
Fucking comrades, the way I check mine when they throw shit at me.
It was peaceful. Like, it made no sense. That's why I was not live before this.
Why don't you ask us to go?
Let's get up here and push him out of here. Let's go, everybody!
Cops laughing, having a good time, abusing people like usual.
Move, please. Move. This way.
Jesus, dude. What the fuck, man? Jesus Christ. Like, I almost got trampled by a goddamn horse. Fucking almost trampled by a goddamn horse. The fuck?
Keep pushing. Let's go. Come on. Keep moving. Keep going. Come on.
Again, it was peaceful. Nothing was happening. Now they're just violently pushing people out of here. We got horses in an apartment complex right now. This is fucked up, man. Fortunately, I didn't get too much pepper spray in my eyes. I didn't have goggles on. I didn't think I needed my protective gear. I wasn't in the mass kettle. Things were peaceful. I've been covering this for years. I should know better. My bad. So cops have now pushed all the people that were overlooking the mass arrest. There's now nobody observing the mass arrest except the people being arrested. A lot of pepper spray used. They nearly trampled people with horses, including me just now. I had nowhere to run. People were in front of me. A horse was speeding at me.
Well, I wasn't live for you, but yeah, a bunch of really good footage of fucking people out. Holy fuck.
So again, if you're just joining me, we're live here downtown Minneapolis. 94 is just over this barrier here. There's mass arrests happening just over there. There were hundreds, possibly thousands of people being mass arrested on I-94. Nico with Unicorn Rides, they're live if he's still live. I was with a couple other independent press and hundreds of other people just observing from these apartment buildings on the side of the road. Things were peaceful. They had dozens of cops there. Nothing was happening. And then the cops just rushed everybody that was on this side of the apartment complex. Started pepper spraying people, just attacking people with their bikes. Nothing was happening. As before we got pushed here, I almost was trampled by a horse myself. They were running at us. I had nowhere to go. I was able to sneak off to the side of a car. Fortunately, a cop didn't push me right back on the sidewalk. I thought he was going to. So yeah, you can tune into, I know Unicorn Riot is live right now, or they were just over the barrier in the mass arrest. Again, I wasn't planning on going live. I was just going to stay and observe just in case something like this happened, and it did. They did attack the people observing. So again, thanks for joining me live here in downtown Minneapolis. What started this hours ago, there was a peaceful protest of hundreds, what I'm hearing possibly over 1,000 people who were marching through downtown Minneapolis. They took the highway briefly. The protesters on the highway were actually about to get off on the next exit when cops stopped them on the highway, threatened, told everybody that they're kettled, they're going to be mass arrested. That's been going on. I've been seeing on some of the live feeds, it looked like they were arresting people one at a time. So it was going very slowly, or they were waiting to bring buses, and we don't know from up here. We weren't getting good information. And then just moments ago, as you saw 10 minutes ago when I went live, I wasn't planning on going live, we were peacefully on the side of the street here. Again, the arrests are happening just over the highway barrier there. So hundreds of people were peacefully on the sidewalk and in apartment buildings, just about a half a block or a block down this way here. And for hours, for a couple hours, nothing was happening. I was possibly even going to go home in about a half an hour. It didn't seem like anything was going to happen here. The mass arrests were going peacefully. And all of a sudden, all the cops just started attacking everybody on my side of the street. Violently with their bikes, with pepper spray, pulling out people out for arrest. Again, nothing was happening over here. People were overlooking the mass arrests and the protesters that are happening right over here. These people were just watching. And I was embedded with them I couldn't really get a good view of the protest, so I didn't go live. And then police attacked, and that's why I am live here. They pushed everybody back this way. So there's no way to view the mass arrest, because here's the barrier, obviously the highway barrier, and the arrests are just right over it, right over here. That's where the couple of hundred people are still waiting to be arrested right there. And you saw, if you were watching the stream, you go back and rewatch this, you saw they were just indiscriminately pepper spraying people that weren't actually a threat to the police. They charged us with horses. Like, had I not looked behind me and started running, I literally would have been trampled by these fucking horses.
No good cops in a racist system.
I'm seeing, there's a lot of people in the chat asking, what are they protesting for? I even had some bystanders here asking, hey, why are they still protesting? They know Biden's winning, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not here to speak for the protesters, but just from what I know of these movements and of the Black Lives Matter movement and of this movement here in Minneapolis and around the country is, no matter who won the presidency, Biden or Trump, police reform is not going to happen the way, unless there's pressure constantly applied. So even if Biden does end up winning, there's still going to need to be a lot of pressure on him to get the police reform that people have been protesting for many, many years now to get. So for all the people making the jokes, hey, Biden won, what are they? None of the protesters protesting for Black Lives Matter, for police accountability and all of that, none of them are like, oh, Biden won, great, we can all go home. That wasn't ever a solution for anybody. Biden is a centrist, and we know that. He's going to try to maintain the status quo. And so if you ask me my opinion, that's why people are still going to be protesting just as much, whether Trump or Biden wins. It's not going to matter. People were protesting the same thing under Barack fucking Obama. Okay, I was out there covering this since Barack Obama has been in charge. Hello, Ferguson happened under his watch, people. So it doesn't matter who's in the presidency. There's a situation with police in this country, with systemic racism in this country, and it bleeds into our police forces, and it doesn't matter what president's involved. We, the people, are the ones that can get that taken care of. So that's why anybody would be protesting still. And someone's pointing out in my chat, also under President Barack Obama, Standing Rock. So this is not like, it doesn't matter what president, liberal or conservative, neither of those two parties has ever been interested in what these protesters are speaking of and have been under the Black Lives Matter movement without the adequate pressure. So again, we're in downtown Minneapolis here. If Unicorn Riot is still live, they're just over on the other side of that barrier there, in with the kettle and the mass arrest. So you can go to UR_Ninja on Twitter or Unicorn Riot on their other platforms and find their live stream. Oh, this is wonderful now that the, whatever weird pepper spray the guy was using on me and people starting to get all sticky and congeal. This is weird. This is a different form of the pepper spray that I've had the pleasure of experiencing. So again, folks, we are downtown Minneapolis. Mass arrest happening now on I-94, just the other side there. It's been going on for the last couple hours. The kettle's been going on for at least a couple hours, if not possibly 3 hours at this point. Just 15 minutes ago when this live stream started is when police got violent on people just overlooking, just watching the highway. Nothing was happening until police caused a riot, started pepper spraying people, beating them with bikes, making a couple arrests, threatening us with horses, almost running us down with horses. That was great. Somebody telling me on the UR stream, LG is trying to get masks for the arrestees for COVID, and police are not being cooperative with that. Someone asking how many people on I-94. Reports from the journalists that were covering it, or are covering it, that I saw earlier ranged anywhere from a couple hundred to over 1,000. So I don't know the exact numbers that are on or were on 94 being mass arrested. There was definitely a couple hundred people on our side of the street overlooking the highway. And again, we barely had nobody had any kind of view except people in the apartments of what was going on. It was the closest anybody could get to what was going on, and then all of a sudden people attacked the bystanders here. The police attacked the bystanders. Thanks, Matt, saying Unicorn Ride is still live as they're making arrests. And again, I-94, for people are complaining, oh, the highway's been closed too long, blah, blah, blah. They would have been open 3 hours ago. The protesters were on for a few minutes and they were going to go off. Cops closed down the highway and kettled everyone on there and making mass arrests. So that's why the highway is still blocked off. That's why this is still ongoing. Somebody asked me where the horse police are. They're just behind this new police line that just came in. They're still right here in the apartments. Actually, they're moving out right now back onto the street. Oh, it's very brave, trying to trample people with horses. Very, very brave. Oh, yes, that's the way we want to treat our citizens. Peruch and Periscope. No, I can't get a higher view from the apartment or rooftop because we've been pushed away from the apartment or rooftop. So even if I could, that would have been over there. They've literally cleared everybody out of there. That's why I started my stream 20 minutes ago when they were attacking people to clear that. They no longer wanted to cut the coverage. There were people covering the apartments. They've been cleared out as well. They no longer wanted more cameras on the scene. And thanks for checking in. See you there. I'm going to do a quick recap and probably take the stream down and see if I can get a different vantage point or see what else is going on. What's that? So again, we are downtown Minneapolis right now. There are mass arrests still ongoing on I-94.
You cannot go that way! Move!
There's mass arrests ongoing right now on I-94 just over this barrier here. I was with some other independent press and hundreds of onlookers on the sidewalk and in these apartment buildings. You can see over here, on looking directly, you could kind of see the protesters. There was the best view any of us could get. That's the best view anywhere. And the cops just attacked everybody on our side of the street and pushed everybody out. They started pepper spraying. They were attacking people with bikes, made a few arrests. They tried to trample me and others with horses. And here we are now. They've got everybody pushed out, so we can no longer have a good view of what's going on. I wasn't live before that just because we didn't have a good view of the mass arrests that was going on. It was kind of going very slow, one at a time. There wasn't really much to show at the time, but I was just hanging out just in case something like this happened, and it did. Again, I'm just kind of assessing things right now. I'm probably going to take the stream down just a minute. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at revolutionary_Z. If I do go live again, you'll find out, or if I find out any more information.
What's it like down here? Like in the parking lot? And then they also announced that they talked to the security and the manager and they want to clear this area of these trespassers. So be aware.
Fair enough.
I heard this.
Fair enough. All right, folks, so I'm going to move here. I'm going to take the stream down for now. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I wasn't planning on streaming. I didn't bring half my equipment tonight. Again, follow me at revolutionary_Z. Follow Unicorn right now. They are live still on the highway as the mass arrests are going. And I'll let you know if anything else happens. What's that?
Are you with them or?
Who?
That's like with the police.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Like the bus and all.
It looks like police, does it?
I know, but like still.
All right, folks, I will, if I need to go back up live, I will. Otherwise, again, turn into Unicorn Riot, and hopefully nothing else happens, and we will see you later. Thank you.